Picture this. Zac Lomax, the Eels' golden boy who fled for rebel riches, now crawls back to the NRL doorstep after his dream league crumbles to dust. But Parramatta? They're sharpening the axe, ready to bury him for good. What twisted fate is this? Hold on, League Overlord Peter V'landys just cracked the door open, welcoming the prodigal son home. Yet the Eels whisper no, their hearts turn to stone. One man's mercy, another's merciless blade. The shock ripples through the footy world like a thunderclap. Smash that like button if you're reeling from this bombshell, and subscribe to all sports updates for the raw truth on every NRL earthquake. Your front row seat to the chaos starts now, don't blink. Flashback to last summer. Lomax, fresh off Dragon's glory, inks a monster deal with Parramatta. $700,000 a season, 3 years locked in. The Eels salivate over his origin magic, his boot like a laser. Fans chant his name under the lights. Destiny calls. But whispers grow. Rebel winds howl from the horizon. R360, the breakaway beast, dangles fatter paydays, global glamour. Lomax's eyes glaze with visions of untamed fields, untethered from NRL chains. The pull is magnetic, a siren song echoing in quiet locker rooms. One fateful night, he sits with the suits. Heart pounding, he lays it bare, I need out. The Eels, stunned but strategic, grant the release. No bridges burned, they think. Just cap space freed, $700,000 evaporating like morning mist. Freedom tastes sweet, for him. Enter the mirage. R360 promises empires, stars aligning with Pappenwizen and more. Lomax packs his bags, waves to blue mountains. The footy faithful gasp, torn between betrayal and bold chase. Is this the end of an era, or a new dawn breaking? Months blur into hype. Training montages, mystery backers, sold-out dreams. Lomax trains like a gladiator, body chiseled sharper than ever. Whispers of wallabies nods, international intrigue. The world tilts toward revolution, but cracks spiderweb beneath the gloss. Then the hammer falls. Postponed. Not next year, 2028. R360's house of cards topples, funds vanish like smoke. Investors bail, players scatter. Lomax stares at the void, contract ashes in his palm. The rebel roar? Silence to a whimper. Panic sets in. Options swirl like storm clouds. Japan? France? Super Rugby's siren call from the west. Even gloves on for a cage fight pivot, sparring with UFC wolves. But the NRL heart tugs hardest. Home soil, familiar turf. Can he reclaim the throne? Q V'landys, the commission kingpin, voice steady as steel. Victims of the illusion, he calls them. No bans, no grudges, just open arms. Come back, he urges. The game's big tent stretches wide. Mercy from the top, a lifeline tossed into the abyss. Yet down in Parramatta's war room, frostbite grips. Chamas leaks the chill, no warm welcome here. That cap space? It's earmarked for fresh blood, not recycled fire. Lomax's spark, once prized, now flickers dim in their rearview. Brutal math over blind loyalty. Imagine the call. Phone rings in the dead of night. Lomax's voice cracks, let me prove it again. Silence stretches, eternal. The Eels reply? A polite dagger, we've moved on. Hearts shatter in Wollongong gyms, dreams deferred to dusty shelves. The twist cuts deeper. Half a dozen clubs salivate, Broncos, Roosters, the lot. Lomax's market burns hot, his skills a currency kings crave. But that clause bites. No NRL jump till 2029 without Eels nod. Shackled by his own escape hatch. Irony drips like venom. Storytellers spin the yarn. From Dragon's discard to Eels experiment, now rebel reject. Each chapter bleeds drama, the goal-kicking ghost haunting Suncorp, the highball hawk soaring over MCG mayhem. Lomax's arc? A cautionary epic etched in sweat and shattered glass. V'landys' olive branch gleams, but shadows loom. Is it PR polish or genuine grace? The Overlord swipes at our 360 echo, wild vows, hoodwinked heroes. Lomax, pawn or pioneer? The league watches, breaths held, as pawns plot their next gambit. Mid-video fire. If this saga's got your pulse racing, drop a comment, Eels' biggest mistake or smart surgery. Hit subscribe to all sports updates, because we're dissecting every cut, every comeback. Your NRL fix, unfiltered and fierce. Stay locked in. Lomax's manager dances in the dark. No dearth of doors he boasts. Pick your poison, Union's allure, overseas odyssey, or a brutal bout under brighter lights. Tukiri chimes in, eyes on Wallaby's wings. Spots yawn wide, sees the shift he urges. Rugby's roulette spins wild. But the Eels' stance stings eternal. One season's trial, now trial by exile. They banked on evolution, not echoes of what was. Roster roulette favors youth, hunger over history. Lomax, 26 and prime, reduced to spectator in his own saga. The wheel turns cruel. Whispers of what-ifs haunt the highlights. Had R360 roared to life? Lomax as global icon, Eels as footnote. Instead, reversal's bitter pill. V'landys reveal? A spark in the tinderbox, igniting debates from pub stools to podcast thrones. Forgiveness or fool's errand. The footy faithful fracture. Blues diehards decry the dump, maroon mates mock the mess. Social scrolls blaze. Free Zac, or fry him. Memes multiply, montages mourn. In this coliseum of code, loyalty's a blade, wielded swift, scars forever. Deeper dive. That release clause, a devil's bargain. Eels hold the leash, tugging at will. Permission denied? Exile extends, horizons shrink. Lomax's fire, unquenched, simmers toward Union fields or fisticuffs. A warrior wanders, seeking soil to stake. V'landys velvet glove masks iron fist. Welcome back, sure, but on whose terms? The Commission's calculus, retain talent, repel threats. R360's corpse a warning, strung high for all to heed. Lomax? Collateral in the code wars, a name in neon caution. Story's spine twists toward tomorrow. Imminent calls from the camp. Decision dawn breaks soon. Will Eels thaw, or forge ahead frostbitten? Lomax's legacy hangs, threadbare. From prodigy to pariah, the pivot point pulses. Footy fate, fragile as frost. Halfway heat check. Loving this Lomax labyrinth? Like if your team take him back, comment your wildest what-if. All sports updates delivers the drama. Subscribe now, ring the bell. We chase the chaos so you don't miss a beat. Echoes of eras past. Players poached by promise, pulled back by peril. Super League scars fade, but lessons linger. Lomax's leap? A modern myth, caution carved in contract ink. The game's guardians guard jealously, gates swung selective. His skill set sings across codes. Highball hunter, boot a battering ram. Union suits salivate, Super Rugby scout scheme. Western Force whispers sweet nothings. A season stateside World Cup whisper? The allure amplifies, alternatives ignite. Yet NRL's nectar calls loudest. Kangaroos caps, origin oaths. V'landys nod a neon sign. All is forgiven, almost. But Parramatta's portal stays sealed, a sentinel stare. Brutal calculus, build anew, not rebuild ruins. Evolution's edge cuts clean. The human haze clears in quiet moments. Lomax, family man, fighter forged in fire. Jim grind with Volkanovski, visions of verdicts in velvet ropes. MMA's melee? A shock swerve, but spirit screams survival. Whatever the war, he wages it wise. Climax coils unseen. Phones buzz in boardrooms, bets placed in bars. Eels edict drops soon, yes or nay. The reveal reverberates, ripples to roster revamps. Lomax's next chapter? Penned in pressure, inked in intrigue. The pen hovers, hungry.